Shifting gears just a bit, for decades, Finland has struck a delicate balance between the interest of its giant neighbor Russia and its own independence. With a long Russian border and a painful history of invasion by Moscow, Finland has extensive experience in dealing with the Kremlin. As President Trump and Putin prepare to meet in Helsinki, the advice from Finland is engage with Moscow, but beware the risks. Matthew Chance has more.
What is this place?
This is one of the entrances to this shelter facility.
This is Finland's last line of defence, a vast network of underground bunkers hewn from the granite deep beneath Helsinki, designed to shelter tens of thousands in the event of a military attack.
We are taking care of the whole population in this country, and when we are defending the country, we also have the proper civil defence capacity.
But you're defending against Russia?
Well, that's a potential enemy, yes.
With its long Russian border and painful history of invasion from Moscow, there are no illusions down here, at least, about the threat and who poses it.
And this ceiling above us, this is all solid granite?
Very nice, solid granite.
But above, on the streets of the Finnish capital, preparations are now underway to host an extraordinary summit. A meeting at this presidential palace of two unpredictable presidents amid talk, despite the recent tensions between their countries, of a deal.
It's not clear yet what will be agreed here in Helsinki or even discussed inside this building. There's no shortage of issues, though, including allegations of Russian meddling in the US elections, the shoot-down of a civilian airliner in 2014, or the recent use of a Russian nerve agent in Britain, in all of which Moscow, of course, denies involvement. The Kremlin says it expects arms control and the conflict in Syria to be on the agenda. But there's also a possibility of an unexpected concession. President Trump recently suggested he would discuss suspending military exercises in the Baltic if his Russian counterpart, Vladimir Putin, requests it.
Making concessions to Russia for the sake of getting on is something Finland has turned into a fine art. For decades, striking a delicate balance between the interests of its giant neighbour and its own independence. The advice from here: talk to Moscow, but beware.
You could kind of say Finland's approach to Russia is about dialogue and in extremis deterrence. So your neighbors trade, politicians, civil servants talk, but in extremis you have to be ready to defend yourself.
And is that a lesson, do you think, that Donald Trump could take from Finland's experience as he prepares for this summit with Vladimir Putin? Sure, engage with Moscow, but also prepare for the worst.
I think so, absolutely.
It is how tiny Finland has survived in the dark shadow of its Russian neighbour. The United States, with its vast wealth and power, could soon follow suit. Matthew Chance, CNN Helsinki.